So, welcome to a new NerdPoint game. I had something come up with the pay cap again. That's the only way to put it. People are outraged that Chris Pratt got paid a little more than Dallas Howard. Like, how do you feel about that, Dylan?
I mean, here's the deal. I'm gonna kind of take a play from your book in terms of what we talked about last time, where he's the main character in a way. Like, obviously the dinosaurs are the main characters, but you can't pay fictional dinosaurs. But boy, if you could. No.
Right.
Yeah, but he's realistically the main character. He's the leading character. He's on the posters as the star in a way. I mean, she's there. I agree.
She had equal time, right?
I think, to be fair, she showed up first on screen, but that's never actually an indicator of the top billed cast. I will say that I'm trying to remember, I think they shared about equal screen time. He had a lot more action scenes, though.
He was the star.
I think he was the star, but I would have been fine with them being paid equal, honestly, just because of screen time.
Yeah.
Role in the movie, yeah, I guess it's about equal. But more, I couldn't see her being paid more.
No, not at all.
Equal, yes. Less, maybe. I'm going with equal, but less, I could see it just due to the fact that he's technically the leading character. More, I couldn't see it. I don't think that'd be fair to him. I think he'd be fine with it because he's a humble guy. But I just don't think
You mean the guy that was fat and then got super buff and he's not humble?
He could put it back on a little, actually.
Yeah, he did.
He did.
They made a joke, but
yeah.
in Infinity War. Anyways,
and Galaxy too.
That's where it was.
Yeah.
But I kind of agree. I couldn't be outraged by her getting paid equal, but I didn't go see the movie for her.
Which is funny because we just talked to a buddy of mine. He said he went to go see the movie because of the hot redhead.
Which shows everybody has different thoughts.
True. But honestly, I think the general viewer honestly goes to see it for the dinosaurs. But I think a lot of people do see it for Chris Pratt. I kind of saw it for Chris Pratt. Personally, I think he...
Star-Lord,
yeah. And to be fair, yeah, no, Star-Lord, sorry.
yeah. But
I just can't argue it. I wanted to see Chris Pratt as an actor. I think his role in the movie might have been, I don't want to say more important because he had more action shots, but she's the character who brought his character. It's hard. I'd say equal.
Yeah, but we didn't do the spoiler review. Nobody gets Blue to do what Blue does.
True.
Other than that character.
Well,
why.
Well, she got him to come along. To be fair.
True.
So
that's very important.
It's
very important.
So nobody gets him to do what he does except for her.
Yeah.
Oh, tricky, huh?
But I enjoyed the whole making the raptor into a dog.
Pet. Yeah,
a dog. They made a raptor a dog, and everybody just connected with it as we look at my dog sleeping.
Yeah.
Oh, Tokies. Anyways, so this is what started the whole new game.
Yeah, we did it last time, but we're thinking we were going to do it again. It was fun last time.
Yeah.
I don't think the movie lineup is as good this time around. We got some pretty good ones, but I think we'll do a little research and get some better ones.
Yeah, and every time I get a little triggered, but I think this is going to be something that continues in the industry.
Some of them outrage me a little just due to the fact that I think some of these actors had a larger role and they're just paying actors more for their name. That's what bugs me. I don't think it should be based on their name. I think it should be based on role in the film. And it bugs me.
It's weird because she had an important role, but you did go see it for Chris Pratt. You're conflicted. It conflicts me too.
Not everybody did, but I did personally. I saw it for Chris Pratt.
But now it's a confliction almost, right?
I guess, yeah.
It conflicts me. I want people to get paid for what they're worth. Almost.
Yeah, but that's the thing is if you're getting paid for what you're worth, You will be, but that just what you're worth isn't always the lead role. If you get the second lead role, that's what you're worth.
Well, Chris Pratt's had a few.
Exactly. But
how many has she had?
But here's the deal. She got this. Okay, like here's. I'm trying to think of a better example. Like I almost showed you the first set. Think about like name. I'm trying to think of a good one.
I can't name one that she's in, other than.
I'm not thinking of a movie she's in. I'm trying to think of an example like.
Jennifer Lawrence.
No.
Of course, she should get paid more.
No. I'm gonna just look up a movie.
Okay.
We're just gonna look up a movie, and here's how this is gonna work.
I've shaken Dylan a little bit.
No, it's just like I truly think that it's like if someone gets a third leading role in a film, I don't think they should get paid more than the first leading role in the film.
Okay.
Like I just don't think that's fair.
No.
Just because they're worth more or whatever, I don't think that's right. Like,
I thought you were talking about like getting a leading role.
No. But they're
like
worth the role they get. That's my idea. Is they're worth the role they get. If they take a lower role, then that's what they're worth at that point. They're taking that pay grade.
I misunderstood.
I
thought you were talking about like an actor getting his second leading role.
No. I'm talking about
second person
specific to the movie. I don't think an actor should get paid the same amount every time for a movie. Like, for example, I don't think like an actor or an actress. I mean, but So I think that the role they take, that's what they're worth at that point. They're not worth more because that's the role they're in. If they were worth more, they'd be in a better role.
I agree, and misunderstanding.
Yeah, no.
Like miswording. But let's get to Jumanji.
Yeah, so first one's Jumanji, the new Jumanji.
The new one. And I think this one's a fun one.
This one's kind of fun.
Like there's
I think it's a little obvious who the top 4 are.
Well, yeah, and that I think that's what we kind of get at.
But the order is pretty cool.
Like there's always 4 big actors.
Yeah. That
we cover. And it's easy to
in Jumanji it's easy to see who the top 4 are. I just think it's a matter of what order?
Yeah, exactly. So we're going to go on the IMDb top billed cast for Jumanji. And
making sure he's not cheating.
Yeah, I'm just making sure you get names right here. I think it's The Rock, Dwayne Johnson.
Okay.
Because I know he doesn't like to be called The Rock anymore.
Okay.
Jack Black.
Okay.
Karen Gillan.
Okay.
And then Kevin Hart. He's only a stand-up. Like, I can't give him too much. He's not a movie star.
But he's had his own movies.
Stand-up, yes. So, let's...
The Rock is just a WWE star at that point. Like, Jack Black's just a comedian at that point.
Good point.
But...
How'd I do? So, Rock... Jack Black, Karen.
Honestly, The Rock, obviously first in my mind. I thought that was pretty obvious.
Yeah.
I don't know. This one is hard to tell for me. It's hard to tell what's fair and what's not.
Yeah.
Because they all play the same role in a way. Like they all have equal screen time.
They all sold tickets. Like honestly, they should. This is like almost a movie that everybody should got paid exactly the same.
And that's still possible, but I don't think so. I don't think so. Actually, I think it is because of the order they put the. I think they all got paid the same.
Well, let's hear
It's in alphabetical order. Dwayne Johnson, Karen Gillan, Kevin Hart, Jack Black. Now, yeah. I think they all got paid the same amount.
That'd be right.
That would be right.
For that movie, that would be the right thing to do. The Rock, obviously, if anybody got paid more, it's The Rock. But what's Jack Black done? Kevin Hart, yeah. Like, he's growing.
Kevin Hart's one of the top paid comedians, though.
Yeah, but he's a stand-up. It's not the same as being a movie actor. If every stand-up comedian was a movie actor...
He's been an actor in 77 films, with 11 upcoming.
Dylan's schooling me right now.
But that's also including his stand-up. But it still counts as a film.
Kevin Hart is an entrepreneur when it comes down to it. And, yeah, well...
Some of that also includes TV shows. Just a heads up.
I really think though, if that's the movie that everybody should have got paid for the most.
This one next. Okay.
Yeah. So
Next one.
now we're gonna do a little bit of a hard / easy one. Avengers, the original.
I actually don't think you're gonna get this one.
I'm gonna get the first one.
Duh.
I know that.
No shit. Okay.
Because I think he even got paid more than Tom Holland in Spider-Man.
Which, not fair, but whatever.
No, not fair.
Whatever, though, I guess. The kid's 20. They probably fucked him over.
Which is where we agree.
But he was probably cool with it. He was probably like, you're paying me this much money? Cool.
I get to be Spider-Man?
Yeah. He would have done it for free, honestly.
I would do it for free.
I'd be Spider-Man in a movie for free.
So, Robert Downey Jr.
It's a given. I'll just say, yeah, that's right.
I think they had to pay Mark a little bit.
Okay.
I do. I think they had to pay Mark Ruffalo just a little bit extra to take over the role from Edward Norton.
Okay.
And then I think it goes Chris Evans and then Scarlett.
Okay. So you got 3 of them right.
Damn, I'm good.
Well, not the order.
Oh, damn.
Yep, sorry. So, Robert Downey Jr., obvious.
I got that one.
Then it goes Chris Evans.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Scarlett Johansson.
Okay.
Jeremy Renner.
Interesting.
That's an interesting choice. I don't know about that last one. Like,
well, it talks about star power. Like, what was Jeremy Renner bringing at that point?
honestly, I think Mark Ruffalo brought more. I thought Chris Hemsworth brought more.
No, like
Samuel L. Jackson didn't even get paid as much. Samuel L. Jackson's a big name.
Yeah, he wasn't in that much. He wasn't doing the fight scenes.
Oh, okay. So it is. Okay. So
I'm
turning you a little.
But then again, it's like, what was Jeremy Renner doing at this time to get paid that much?
Honestly,
and he was in the movie a lot. Now that I think about it,
but I don't think he was in it nearly as much as like.
He's the reason the helicarrier got brought down.
I guess I'm thinking about it from when he was kind of the villain of the movie for a little bit. He was under control, so I guess yeah, I could see it.
Like, he's in it a bit.
We kind of hated his character at first for a little bit.
He didn't even want to come back at one point.
Yeah.
He was like, "Oh, that sucked."
Yeah.
Like, I was super psyched to play Hawkeye, the dopest character in Marvel.
Yeah.
Like,
they probably had to pay him a little more because of that, honestly.
So
they're like, we'll give you top 4, and he's like, all right.
Okay.
I win.
And you got to think, he just came off The Town, I think, which was great. Yeah. And
so he's slowly becoming a bigger name.
He was a big name at that point.
Yeah. Okay.
And played a decent role. I can see that one. Okay. So Hangover. Hangover.
Hangover 1. We're going to take a look at this and see what he thinks.
I truly think this might be the best comedy I've ever watched.
It's fucking funny.
Like,
it is the guys, like, the man's man, like, comedy.
Like, the twists and turns it takes, it's like, oh my god! Okay, Bradley Cooper.
Okay.
Ed Helms. Okay. Galifianakis. And Ed. He wasn't in the movie enough to get paid very much.
Ed, you said Ed Helms twice.
No, his name in... What's his name in the... Ted? Ted. The dude that gets kidnapped or lost.
Doug.
God.
Okay.
It's been a while. I need to watch this.
So.
Alright. So, Bradley Cooper, Ed Helms, Zach Galifianakis, and then... Fill me in on the name.
Justin Bartha.
There we go.
Okay. Do you want to know the order?
Yep. Well, of course I do. That's what the point is.
It's okay. Zach?
Oh. Okay.
But I could see that.
I can see it too.
He was the big comedy relief.
Yeah. He's the main point of every movie. All three of them. Mm-hmm. Oh, totally makes sense. I wouldn't be surprised if he he was part of writing it.
Bradley Cooper.
Okay, well...
Justin Bartha.
Ooh.
Then Ed Helms.
Damn. Now that I'm thinking about it, Ed Helms is just coming off The Office at that point.
209.
Yeah, he's just starting to get famous. He's not like...
But, like, he's fucking from The Office.
I know, but it's TV. Movies are really weird.
I know, but still, like, come on. Like,
Well, of course, like me and you,
up.
right? But I can see Zach Bradley. I don't agree with the Ed Helms and whatever the fuck his name
Justin
is.
Bartha.
Why does he get paid more and I don't know his name?
Yeah.
Like, I know all three of their names.
That's a good point. I didn't know his name.
So, well, you're getting a paycheck you don't deserve.
And to be fair, The Office... Okay, so I had to look this up. Because The Office went all the way until 2013. 2006 to 2013. He was in the middle of
being Andy.
Early to middle-ish career of his life as Andy on The Office. But I still think he was an impressionable character by then. But I do find it hard to believe that people wanted to cast him because he's not that likable.
Andy is not likable.
Until probably later.
We should do a whole Office theory once you watch it all.
Yeah.
Because I think
I don't know. Okay, so I haven't actually finished The Office. I don't think I will, though.
I have a huge theory.
It has to do with a girl, so don't worry about it.
I have a huge theory that from the beginning, they've always set up Andy to become the new boss. He is Michael, like B.
That's fair.
The whole
He's
show.
just like him.
The whole show. And if you watch it and then rewatch it, he is totally Michael the whole time. All right. Let's get to the retro one, though.
Which, it's technically still 90s, so it's 1999. It's Fight Club.
Close enough. 90s movie. Fight Club.
Fight Club. Great movie.
Oh, this one's going to be a little harder for me.
I think so. Yeah.
I'm...
Even the top is a tough one.
No, I know. I'm really thinking about it because I'm thinking about these people's careers at this point. I think it's probably Helena Bonham Carter first.
Okay.
Then Edward Norton.
Okay.
Then Brad Pitt. And then Jared Leto.
Okay. You got two of them, right?
All right.
Not in the right order.
Okay, let's hear it.
I don't...
School me,
So, Brad Pitt.
man.
Brad Pitt's top.
Okay.
Edward Norton, second.
Okay.
Meatloaf.
Oh, God.
Yeah, Meatloaf.
I forgot about Meatloaf.
Yeah.
Now that you said Meatloaf, I'm just like, oh shit, they paid him a lot of money to play a guy with tits.
Yeah.
How much money would that take you to play that character? So, no, my boobs.
Okay, you ready for the last one?
Yeah.
Zach Grenier.
Who?
Played Richard Chesler.
That's a tret. Now I'm just like thinking about Jared Leto now. I remember I didn't know Jared Leto before he did 30 Seconds to Mars.
Yeah. I'm trying to find out
Like,
who the fuck this guy is, though. Like, I don't remember his character.
Well, and that shows how much it can fizzle, right?
Like,
you got to get your money when you can get your money.
like, I really don't know his character.
Let me see.
Oh, fuck, I'm looking, dude. Let's just wait.
Anyways.
Here. Fuck. Like,
I don't know. I bet you that's some like old man that they like paid a whole bunch to do something crazy.
I don't know, man.
End of the career like they're doing with Robert De Niro. Like get him play Dirty Grandpa. Where he like squirts lotion all over some like 20-year-old and is like, "Ooh, oh my god." You know, that end of your career money. You got to get that.
I'm gonna find out who he played.
Okay, we'll find that out. But
You keep
I
talking.
did a decent job on this game.
Yeah,
this time.
I think you're getting better at it.
Yeah, and we'll wait for the next trigger to get me to play the game again. And but Dylan's gonna find out who this guy is.
Dude, he's not fucking showing up. I don't even know, like... I'm gonna just fucking look it up.
So we're
Richard
just
Chesler.
done. We're
Nope, fight me.
Come on, dude. We gotta sign up.
We got time.
I don't have anything else to talk about.
No, you got this.
I got this.
You're
I just get triggered? Should I start talking about, like, I don't know. Nothing. I can't do it on the spot. Oh, he figured it out, finally.
So, I think he's the boss. Is that him?
Oh, I know exactly who that dude is. And at that point in his career, he should have been paid that.
Who is he?
He's like a B-list that like shows up, kind of like the dude that plays Virgo in Arrow. You know his face, but you don't know his name.
Yeah,
he was one of those actors.
I know who he is now.
He's a character actor.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you know what? Figured out who it was, but I think you're getting better. I don't know. I think you did better last time, but I think you're getting better about like.
We're having a better conversation.
I guess so.
Like, it was fun, and it's enlightening to see how much, like, people are top billed. And what really goes on in the industry, and it doesn't seem that fair. Maybe?
I don't know. I think it's decently fair.
Yeah, okay.
Like, I think they do their best, and, like, it's kind of hard. Like, it's the same as, like, what employee deserves a raise over others, you know?
That's a hard decision.
It is.
And that's what I think of when we go to the actor, like, how much an actor gets paid.
Yeah.
Regardless of gender. Like, Scarlett Johansson was obviously most paid in Ghost in the Shell.
Like, I genuinely don't think age, years in the industry, or gender should have anything to do with it.
Not at all.
I don't think it should have anything to do with it. And, I think it's role in the film.
I'm with you on that.
Amount of screen time.
I'm with you. Like, but okay, finish. Sorry.
I think I'm finished. Like, I think those are the two main ones. There's other points obviously, but like I think those are just the two big ones you have to look out for. Like, it's not hard. Like, who's the main character and who's on screen the most, and like what role did they play?
I do feel like the ticket sales do come into it a little more than you do.
But you're wording it only as ticket sales. So, like, you have to find a different way to word that. Because, like...
Marketing?
Because it's
like
all...
How
like,
easy...
we agreed it's all opinion. Like, my buddy was like...
Yeah.
He was like, I went to Jurassic World for the girl. But you were like, I go for Chris Pratt. And I was like, I go for Chris Pratt. So, like, that's so opinion, though. It's hard to tell. Like...
But what's the general public?
It could be split.
They do... it could.
And how do they know?
That's really hard.
But like, how do you know in a movie who's doing it? You could ask, but like, then you don't know.
I just think sometimes there's a clear person. They casted this person to get some sales. Like, they didn't cast Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man for no good reason. And then they did, like, you know what I mean?
Actually, they did. Like, he was the best actor. He was the best choice. He wasn't really famous at the time. He was so downhill in life.
That's a good point.
Like,
he just got busted.
They
for
reinvented
coke.
him. Like, they reinvented the fuck out of him. Like,
and that's why he does whatever they want.
And that's why I actually truly, like, find that interesting in the industry. Is like, that's why I don't think it should be based on that. Because now he's the top billed actor in any MCU movie he's in. But... look at where he started in the MCU. I didn't know who the fuck he was.
I think that's a little bit of a different conversation we have because I think he got shunned by Hollywood regardless of his talent because of the choices he was making. And Marvel just gave him a second chance, and we agree second chances are always great. And he's taken advantage of it. He's always been a great actor.
Yeah, I just think that, like, who's bringing in the most ticket sales? I think it's not an actor. I think it's the movie.
Good point. So maybe the directors should get a little bit more of the cut. Maybe actors shouldn't get $8 million a picture and then complain about how much they're getting paid.
I mean, yeah, but I don't think actors who are like, I know they work hard, but like, I don't think they should complain about how much they're making. Like, you're making enough. You're making plenty.
Like, you want to come live in my apartment for a day?
Right. Like,
yeah, have fun.
Like,
we'll trade.
like if you ask an actor for $100, they'd probably be like, yeah, I don't fucking care. That's like me giving someone a quarter.
Yeah, and if somebody asked me for $100, I'd go tell them to fuck themselves.
Yeah, I'd be like, I don't even have $100.
Wait, what?
I'd be like, dude, if I did, I would spend it and then I wouldn't have it.
And it's almost kind of a stupid discussion when it comes down to it. It's just like, you get paid enough.
Yeah.
Stop complaining.
I think that is the big moral of the story. And, like, I think the big problem isn't, are women getting paid more than men in movies? Are men getting paid more than women in movies? Is it the amount of time they've been in the movie? I think really it's just, honestly, it's up to the studio in a way. The studio decides, they all decide. I think that's what I really want, is like Hollywood to come out and say how they decide that. I want the people who decide that to come out and be like, we base it off of this, this, and this. Because we don't actually have a pay structure for actors.
No, and
I would love to see if there is one.
There isn't.
But like, it'd be amazing to see, like, how do they decide that?
How, like, a studio, like, categorizes, like, every actor in the
amount
that they're worth.
And I don't think that's something that gets brought up often enough. Like, I want to see that.
Is that kind of sad that every actor has, like, an amount next to their name, like they're cattle?
I mean, everybody has a net worth.
Dude, this
world
that we live in, right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's wild.
Like, so people are complaining about their net worth at least. In
a way, yeah.
Like, I'm upset that I'm not worth as much as this person.
In a way, yeah. Like,
and who gets to decide it? Who's the overarching,
like,
big, like,
and I find that
boss.
There's a lot of outrage at the top billed actor when they think it should be someone else, but it's like, it's not their fault. They got the lead role.
No, not at all.
It's like, well, it is their fault they got the lead role, but that's because they earned it.
Right? Chris Pratt shouldn't be shamed for making more. Like, he got it.
Like,
he lost the weight.
Chris Hemsworth got the lead role. Tom Hiddleston didn't. Does that mean Tom Hiddleston should get paid more because he almost did? No.
Well, I hope he started getting paid equal in the second Thor movie. Because Loki is even more popular than Thor right now in the MCU.
Truly. And I think that I think him and Sebastian Stan are like the true actors who are like for example, they both went for the lead roles in the films and then decided to go with different roles.
They took the money.
And they still stole the show. Realistically, they should have got those roles. I think they should have got those roles.
I'm going to disagree about the Chris Evans one. He's the reason I like Cap at this point. He plays it so good.
I'd be cool if Sebastian Stan did it.
But
as Bucky or Steve.
I do believe after, like, Bucky is a huge thing if you're a fan. Like,
I think now.
He nailed it in Winter Soldier.
In Winter Soldier, I think that's a tough one because
and then
he's the
Civil
villain.
War, he should have got paid the same as Cap. At that point, he's the main character. He's the main
Captain America movie. I'm going to give you your normal counter argument.
He was the main character of that movie. He was the
Captain America was the main character.
No, he was not.
He was. It's a Captain America movie.
Civil War was all about Bucky.
It's not
and
called.
The choices.
It's not called Bucky Barnes.
No, but
Civil War. It's called Captain America: Civil War. Bucky Barnes is the sidekick.
I didn't go see it for Cap. I went and saw it for Bucky's story.
I went and saw it because Bucky's story interacts with Cap's, so I saw it for Cap interacting with Bucky.
I was just so excited after Winter Soldier that I was just like, I need to see what happens to Bucky.
No, I want to see what happens. I just don't think it's all his story.
It's a Cap story, like, ultimately, but, like, none of that happens without Bucky.
Like, so, but, like, with that thought process, like, you saying that you went to see it for Bucky, that means you're saying he should have got paid more.
At least equal. He didn't have as much screen time, but...
Almost.
Close.
Pretty close.
But I would have been good with that.
Honestly, it might have been equal.
And
they might have had the same amount of screen time. Just barely, maybe not.
But at that point, the main character should have got paid the most, but I would have been good with him getting paid equal. He earned it. He played the shit out of that character.
I just think it's...
now I want him to hold the shield. After that scene in Civil War where they're throwing it back and forth and you're just like...
Now, I'll say
Bucky.
Infinity War, I think they should have gotten paid the same. I won't lie.
Okay.
I will say that in that...
All of them should have.
Yeah, honestly. I won't lie, yeah.
Other than the Guardians, maybe?
Yeah.
The Guardians played a very small role other than... Oh, you know what? Now I'm thinking about it. Drax probably played just the smallest role in the whole thing. And
You know he didn't get paid nearly as much as...
Gamora probably should have got paid the most.
Honestly, Nebula didn't play that big of a role either, though.
Until the end. Oh, dude, that moment when she was pulled apart, I was just like, oh, shit.
Nebula played a big role.
I think she's going
to... Her character played a big role, but she didn't necessarily stick around for a lot of it.
I think she's going to play a big role. But we're getting to the rant part of this whole thing. Let's sign off for another GamePoint show game.
Yeah.
Or
yeah. Wow, that was good, dude.
GamePoint, a NerdPoint show game.
Definitely let us know what you guys think in the comments. Maybe recommend some movies that we could do a top build cast on. Maybe something surprising.
Yeah, let us know what you want us to do. You can follow us on Twitter at NerdPoint Show.
Me at R2Dylan.
And me at Mayhem_Ren. And we'll catch you next time. Thanks for joining.